Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hello. How are we all today? How's it going? Is it a bit dark? I feel like it's a bit dark. Give me 1 second. Let's make it a bit lighter. How was that? Any better? It's a little better. I feel like my webcam is just struggling at the moment. Kiwi, hello. Good to see you. Kid, hello. Welcome in. Good to see you as well. I feel very short. I feel like I look very low down. I wonder if there's a way I can just tilt that up. No, I need to tilt it down, not up. Let's see. I'm at an angle. How's that? Oh, much better. I look a bit taller. Let me move this out of the way too. Hello everybody. Welcome in. Sorry, it's been a second. I streamed the other week, but then yeah, I had some stuff to do, which I will tell you all about in a little bit. Dragonfly fan is saying hello to everyone. It's been so long since the last stream. What happened there, Borro? Kid, I'll let you know. It's been some interesting things. Nothing too crazy, honestly. I was really hoping to come on stream and tell you some like really good news and some really exciting things, but unfortunately, yeah, nothing's really happened. But stuff has happened, but it hasn't. By the way, my phone was dead, so I charged ASAP. Thankfully, it's on 87%. Nice. Tablet being 68%. Ooh, kid. So you're going to do some animating today? Is that what I'm hearing? Also, Kiwi, check it out. Already on live chat. I'm going to say I'm just on it today. First stream back. Feeling it. Feeling good. In the zone. Coolest thing? It's like I'm watching anime. Hell yes. Can you put the OG song in the loop? Don't worry, Kiwi. The OG song is in the loop. I think is it number... Yeah, it's number 11. And we're on number 5 at the moment. So, give it about, what, 10 minutes? And the OG song will be on. What are you doing to the Windows sound game? Basically, I was connecting my headphones, because normally when I'm at my computer, I have speakers, because I don't really like wearing headphones. I only wear them for stream, because it's a bit more convenient. So I was putting my headphones on and making sure they were actually connected. He's here! I am. How are you? Kiwi, I'm doing pretty well, actually. I've been doing a lot of businessy work recently. Not a lot of game development, which is a bit sad. But I've been doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes for Bug Ball. To hopefully get some money to work on it, which would be pretty cool. And I've also been playing a bit more games recently with my friends, which has been quite nice, because I don't normally play a lot of games, honestly. Like, you know how every now and then you'll be like, hey, you should look at this game. I don't really play games that much, but I've been getting a bit more into it recently, which is quite nice. How about you, Kiwi? How are you? Also, Kid, how are you too? Diamond, welcome in, mate. Good to see you. The game is looking sick, my guy. Is this the first thing that you've made in Unity? Because it looks really good. My plan today is to finish one Bug Ball meme that you worked on, and then come back to animate the animation request video. Hell yeah, kid. Hell yes. I can't wait to see the Bug Ball meme. I haven't checked the Bug Ball subreddit in ages, actually. Every now and then when I come onto Reddit, it'll recommend like the top post as a Bug Ball Reddit one. But in general, I haven't really been looking at it because I've been trying to save it. I've been trying to save it for looking at it on stream or maybe in a video. We'll see. So yeah, I don't really know what I'm gonna do today. My plan was to just kind of talk a bit and kind of fill everybody in on what I've been up to recently, and then maybe get some suggestions on what everyone else would like to see me do in Bug Ball next. Because I have some ideas. I've got a notepad somewhere. It's one of these. That's it. Yeah, there it is. About stuff that I want to put into Bug Ball next. This little notepad here. Although I don't remember the last time I wrote it. The last place that I wrote. Oh, here we are. Ooh, here's one. Teaching the AI to use the ability. That is something that I could start doing. What do you reckon? Very interesting. You just reminded me that I need a skybox. Thanks. No worries, Diamond. Do you know what I was thinking while you were watching while I was watching the gameplay actually, that I think would make it look like really, really cool? If you're going for more of a flight sim game, it might not be super helpful. But if you're going for more of like a arcade game type thing, you should make it so the field of view of the camera changes as you go faster. I remember seeing ages ago. I'll see if I can pull it up. In a Code Monkey video where he did it with a plane, and it looks so cool, and it's like a really easy like thing to implement basically. So it's just you look at the speed, and then you change the field of view based on it. Super duper simple. Let me see if I can find this video, just to show you a little bit of what it looked like. Because it looked cool. It looks very cool. Okay, well, let's see. I'm currently looking at another screen. Oh, here it was.
Hello and welcome, I'm your Code Monkey.
Aha, I found it. I remember because it had it's like an online game that you adapted. I'll leave it kind of playing in the background, and when it gets to that point, I'll show you. Oh, here you are. Ah, god damn it. Okay, when you see him flying the plane, you'll be able to see what I mean. Good. Hatsune Miku movie will be next month. Fortnite want to add Hatsune Miku, so I installed Fortnite. Oh my gosh, damn. Ordered some Jaden Animation merch this week. It was called Girl/Woman Only Twice. I'm finally passing. Wait, I was called a Girl/Woman Only Twice. I'm finally passing. Do you want to be called a girl or a woman, Kiwi, or not? Is that what you're going for, or are you going the other way around? I'm not sure I understand. That's a good idea. Hell yeah. Thanks, Diamond. I thought so. Let me see if I can... I wonder if it has the original video. Related videos. Can I make an open world game in 1 week? Here we are. Making the map. Making the player. Making the plane. Here we go. Long time no see. Hell yeah, Axo. How's it going? Good to see you, man. Wow. You switched up on the moth real fast there, back to the cricket. How are you, Axo? Yeah, it has been a second. I will explain everything that has been happening while I've not been streaming. Been off stream. Very soon actually. Geography, I write biology example, and I didn't write. I found that my informatic teacher may be a homophobe, so that's not good because I'm LGBTQ plus. Yeah, that's not really great at all, Huey. It's a bit annoying as well because you don't really want to hide who you are, but at the same time, sometimes it is a bit safer that way, you know. It's just shit. It's just a shit situation. I don't want to be called a girl or woman normally. I get called more than 10 times a week. Oh wow. Yeah, I think I'm guessing you have long hair. That's probably what does it. It's a bit annoying when that happens, isn't it? Okay, Diamond, here we are. Let's see. I'm gonna unmute it.
About this tool, then I just changed the color of the plane on various parts and added some emission to the engines. Yet another excellent way of improving the visuals for your game is just using a nice custom shader. For this use case, there are tons and tons of excellent examples on the store. Okay, there's many really useful, really creative shaders. Personally, I always really enjoy the anime aesthetic, so I picked Quickly.
Okay.
This one is a great asset with tons of options to help you make your game cel-shaded. Which, by the way, this is also the exact same shader that I'm using in my own upcoming Steam game, Dinky Guardians. Go ahead and add it to your wishlist. So add this shader to the plane and the character's hands, and everything looks great. Then, while the player is in first person, the enemies are going to be in third person, so for that I need some third person animations. And for the enemies, I wanted them to pretty much just use some melee attacks, and for that I found this XP pack. Then I got to work on the plane controller. This is another thing that I could probably use an asset from the store, but I wanted something pretty basic, so I just built it myself. The tricky part was only handling the rotation, since planes can rotate in any axis. I did it like I normally do by just changing the lower angles, and that actually caused it to break down completely. Although thankfully this solution was pretty simple, just rotate using quaternions instead of Euler angles, and with that, yep, the plane was working. I just added some forward movement. I made a basic script for spawning the plane, grabbing onto it and jumping out. So pretty much the exact same logic that you see in some games like Just Cause. It's a great mechanic for large open world games. Next was making some basic enemy AI. I used a super simple state machine, pretty much exactly like I covered in a video a long time ago. It just finds...
Either way, that's what he does. It changes the field of view. I think it's if you widen the field of view. So if you move the number to be bigger, it'll look as though you're moving faster than you actually are, which is kind of cool. I'm good. Yesterday I had an 80-meter run race, which in 2 groups, I was the second, and in the whole competition you were 6th. Damn, Axo. You speedy boy. God damn. Do you know how fast you can run 80 meters or 100 meters in? Did you get a time, or was it just did you just get a position? You found out that he was homophobic in kind of funny way. You have long hair. That, yeah. One time when I was in the male bathroom, someone said, "Why is there a girl there?" and looked directly at me. Oh god. Jesus, Kiwi, that's annoying. Yeah. Many issues with rigid bodies. Need to add the FOV change. Let me know how it goes. Let me know. Yeah, no, rigid bodies are a massive pain. I find my biggest problem is quaternions. I don't really understand them, to be quite honest with you. I think they're extremely annoying. But yeah, rigid bodies and quaternions, nightmare. Absolute nightmare, both of them. Almost done the meme. Hell yeah, kid. Did it in like 10.6 seconds. Damn, Maxo. That's real fast. Almost under 10 seconds. Axo, have you seen Sprint on Netflix? Out of curiosity. I don't know what countries it's actually available in. But I enjoyed it. It was a bit slow. It kind of dragged on a bit, and they kind of milked it a little bit. But it's really interesting. For anyone that doesn't know, it's basically a show about Noah Lyles, who is like currently the fastest man alive, and kind of documenting him. And there's Sha'Carri Richards, there's who is one of the fastest women alive. There's also I should really know his name. The English sprinter who is he seems like a really chill guy. I can't remember his name. That's gonna annoy me. I'm looking it up. Oh, Zarnell Hughes. Who's like currently the fastest man like from Great Britain. I mean, it's pretty interesting seeing like all of these different sprinters and their like attitudes and their approaches to racing and all that sort of thing. There's also a lot about some of the female Jamaican sprinters too. It's really interesting. It's definitely a second screen watch. It's not something that you can sit down and watch because it's really slow and boring if you're just watching it. But it was very cool. It was very interesting because like after Usain Bolt kind of retired, there's no longer this like figurehead of like, I'm the fastest man alive by absolutely miles. And because of that, now everyone's like, who's going to be the next fastest? Who's going to be the next Usain Bolt? All this sort of thing. And it's interesting seeing like all of these people who are trying to be the next Usain Bolt. Very cool, honestly. No, I just don't watch TV in general. Axo, that's probably for the best, honestly. I mean, I don't watch TV, but I have Netflix. I don't know if you would say they're the same. But TV in the UK, like the stuff that you would need a TV license for, sucks. It's really bad. And honestly, Netflix is slowly getting worse. They have like 1 or 2 shows where I'm like, yeah, these are really good. But man, I don't know. The more I use Netflix, the more I'm like, do I want to use this? Do I want to use this service? The most painful line: left flap dot transform dot local rotation equals quaternion dot Euler minus 1.5 f 0 right flap. Oh damn! Is that how you did it? You did the rotations through code? I mean, I suppose you could do it with the animator, but it makes more sense to do it with code. Either way, it's annoying. I hate rotational stuff. It's just the worst. Kid, you finished the meme, have you? Let's see. Oh wow. As soon as I open Reddit, it's the first one there. Damn. Hey guys, I'm coming back to doing streams. Oh no. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. I love it. I bloody love it, kids. Wrong direction. Nice. Is it your first time coding a game in Unity Diamond? I can't remember if you said or not. By the way, the snail is Borro and you're the dragonfly? I thought it might be. thought I might be a snail there. I think the snail is my favorite bug in the game at the moment. I think it's just incredible. By the way, time for the story I promised on the previous stream. That we'll tell in this stream. So let's call my friend M. So one day M had an old phone. She didn't want to throw it, and she didn't want to throw it at the wall because she didn't want it. Okay, because she didn't want. Oh. It's cut off. This is my second time trying to make a game, but the last attempt was garbage. I didn't get past adding one game object. Well, Diamond. It looks like you got pretty damn far to have a fully movable, like, player character, basically. That's pretty crazy, honestly, to go from like nothing to that. It's insane. Like, if you look at my first game. Like, I'll show you how just kind of bad it is, because it's really not good whatsoever. Let's see. Extract all. Welcome back.
Hello.
Hey.
Why is it silent? I thought you were streaming.
Why am I silent? I'm just loading something.
Like walked in and it's just like
Yeah, I saw you
silent
come
and
in.
you're doing nothing.
Alright, let's see this. I wish displays are going to be on. Oh, let's just do it windowed. That'll be easier.
It's moving the clothes all so far.
It's okay.
Really fun.
Here we are. This is what the game looks like. It kind of,
Are you showing it
no
all
idea.
still?
yeah, I showed that my first ever game. I guess I have a much coding brain though. I've been doing Scratch for 8 years and making cool games for a while on the web. Made a multiplayer GeoGuessr claim recently. Oh shit, really, Diamond? I know. I saw your YouTube channel. It seems like you do a heck of a lot in Roblox at least, and that's like not just basic stuff you're doing either. It looks like pretty advanced. Okay, so your friend wanted to throw the phone at the wall, but didn't want to break the wall. So instead, M decided to unscrew it. And as she was doing it, at some point it set on fire. So she ran for water, and when she came back, the fire was really tall. But she still flooded the phone. She still just threw the water at the phone. Got to say, I have a Swedish relay race on the 6th of January, which I'm going to run or 200 meters or 300 meters. Slight chance of 400 meters. Oh shit, Axo. That's kind of crazy. Pretty exciting. You really are a speedy boy. Let's see. So, oh, you can't control it for this part. So this is my first ever game, Diamond. It's a bit nothing, honestly. So the whole idea was you're like the gatekeeper to hell or something. So you're not meant to let the bad spirits through. Oh no, you are meant to let the bad spirits through, but you're not meant to let the good ones through. So you see how that white one got through? It fucking hell. I forgot this. I forgot that it strobes you. Okay, so use the arrow keys to move, and then Q is to punch. Let's see. And then this is what the game looks like. But the I think I did a pretty okay job with the character controller. So you punch them and then they explode. And then you're not meant to punch the black ones. The black ones like give you score. Yeah, this is about it. I think you can get there we are. Every like 30 seconds or so, like a big wave comes in, I'm pretty sure. Let me I'll play it until that happens, and then you'll be able to see, hopefully. Hey, finally a black one made it. Oh, here we go. More souls incoming. So either from above or below. Like a bunch of them are gonna come in. Where is it? Where are they? Oh, here they are. Yeah, there's a massive group of them now. You gotta smash your way through them all. Yeah. Maybe I should go back to this. Honestly, I think it turned out pretty good. The character control is really good. Like, it's actually super smooth. I don't think I put in like coyote time or anything like that, but it feels very nice. There are other games I made more recently with a way worse character controller, that's for sure. The animations aren't terrible either. The punch feels good. Yeah. Oh my gosh, my family won't let me watch an anime in peace. Oh no, kid. They just they just want to talk to you real bad. Yeah, that looks cooler. How long did that take you? Diamond. Firstly, cheers, but also this took me way too long. I want to say this took me maybe like a couple months, honestly. It might even be close to like 6 months, because this is my first ever game. So, like, to get it from like start to finish, it was a long ass time. I want to say at least 3 months, which doesn't seem like a lot for what it is, but there you go. With all like the, I don't know, I think it was mostly just like the polish, you know, like making sure that there was loads of particle effects, everything felt good, there was like a win and lose state, all that sort of stuff. Because, I mean, getting like the character controller and things, getting that in, it's like, it doesn't take too long, right? Like you're playing, like it. I'm hoping it didn't take you a crazy amount of time. But once you start adding like all of the logic for like how the game is gonna end, how you're gonna get points and all that sort of stuff, it starts to add up in time, you know. And I'm not very good at that side of programming. I think I'm a lot better at making like character controllers and that sort of thing than I am at doing logical programming, you know. But yeah, and the audio is disgusting too. I don't think I added sound effects either, which is a bit stupid. I don't know why I did. I don't know why I didn't do that. But yeah, that was my first ever game. Important. I also have a photo of the phone, and also after the story, she was telling us that when there will be another fire made by the phone, then she won't use water, and that M doesn't know why her sister was panicking. She told us this like it was a normal thing to set a phone on fire when unscrewing it. Yeah, I don't think it's a normal thing, to be honest, Kiwi. I know I don't think water is great for electrical fires, because depending on, I don't know a lot about fires, but depending on the type of fire, you're meant to use different things to put it out. Because there are electrical fires, there are like oil fires, can't remember the other types, to be honest with you. But depending on the type of fire, you're either meant to use like foam, water, sand, a bunch of different things basically. And like depending on the type of fire as well, if you use water, it can just make it way worse. Dedication for real. Yeah, Diamond. I mean, this was like, I think, let me think. So basically, I took, where is it? So this is a course I'm doing at the moment, which I won't make you sit through. But I did this entire course here. Let's show me the actual course itself. Here we are. So I took this course, and it took me about 6 months. While I was also working full-time whilst doing it. Took the entire course, and then after finishing the course, I then made this game, which I think, I want to say it was about 3 months or so. Like 3... It's hard to remember because it was like quite a while ago, but also when you're working as well, like, things just take longer. So by the end of like my first year doing game dev, I basically had this to show for it, and like 1 game jam. And it's annoying because it's like a very slow learning curve, but like the more you learn, the faster you can make stuff. Like the first year of game development, I made like 1 game, and like this year, I've made like 8. It's just, yeah. It's a slow burn, but it's worth it. By the way, what is the plan for this stream? So, what I was first going to do, Kiwi, is I was going to explain a little bit about the grant, and then after that, I might look into reworking how I'm doing the AI for Bug Ball, so that we can have AI abilities, which I think would be fun. Oswald and Anton being loud, my sister and dad arguing, and my mum needs help like every 50 minutes. Can easily go insane. Oh, no, kid. Oh, no. Don't go insane. Fight it. Hopefully you'll get time to animate soon. Took a few days for the plane, but I think the rest of the game will take a bunch of time. Yeah, it's all like the other stuff that takes ages. But it's kind of nice because, like, once you have the plane, you can play the game, right? So no matter what happens from this point forward, you can still play your game, which I think is quite nice and motivating. Whereas if you had to do all of the other stuff first before you can play, it would be really lame and kind of boring. You notice that no SFX is so sad, right? But the game does look good with animations and stuff. Hell yeah, thanks, Diamond. Yeah, no, it was I do remember how proud of it I was at the time. I think I was just proud to have made something. I wasn't necessarily proud of the game. I'm too weak to fight back at this. Oh no, kid. I'm sorry. That's such a shame. Okay, I think now I'm gonna explain everything that has been going on over the last like few weeks, almost a month basically. So basically, there is this company run by the government called the UK Games Fund, which is basically designed to just give money to game developers. The whole idea is that in the UK, game development is on the rise. So the UK government is trying to give money to game developers in the hope that it will make game development even bigger in the future. So that when all of these companies then make games, they'll pay more tax, and then the government will make even more money. So, recently, there was one specifically for companies in Wales, which I am in Wales, which is pretty good, where they were saying, we will give you £50,000 to £150,000 to help make your game, which so dollars to pounds is about $62,000, $63,000, which is a lot of money on the low end, and on the high end, it's like 18,000. Sorry, $188,000, which is crazy. Loads of money, and basically, if I was to get it, firstly, I would pay my friend who is a musician to help me and make all of the music and sound effects for Bug Ball, but also, I wouldn't need to work anymore because I'd just be able to work on Bug Ball full time, which is like amazing. Like, I could get so much done if I was able to do that, because like at the moment I'm currently working 30 hours a week, and it takes me about an hour to get to and from work every day I am working. So that's another, basically, what, like 30 hours for work, and then another like 5 hours on top of that getting to and from work. So it's basically about 35 hours a week that I lose to just work. And if I was to take those 35 hours a week and put them towards making Bug Ball better, I could do loads. I could do absolutely loads. So yeah, this was the plan. Apply for this grant. £50,000 is more than enough to afford to pay myself, to like pay for my rent, all that sort of stuff, pay for food, and then also pay a musician. Since you want to give knowledge on how to use abilities for AI, then see my comment I sent on the newest stream. It is a reply to your comment. You replied to a Baloo. Oh, really? Kiwi, I'll have to have a look at that in a little bit then. No way you got one of these grants. Diamond. Well, here's the thing. So, one of my friends who I met at a local game dev meetup, he actually applied for one of these grants last year. And he was the person who told me to apply for it. He was like, you should do it. I did it. And he was successful. I think he got £20,000, which is like $25,000 to pay a bunch of artists to help him with his game, and also to pay himself to work on it, which is crazy. That's like amazing. That's what I want, basically. But you might notice that £25,000 or £20,000 is a lot less than 50. And obviously, if you're going to ask for more money, then you need a better game. You need to be more established. All of these things. And this is quite annoying, because I was like, £50,000 as a minimum. That's a fuck ton of money to spend. How am I going to spend all of that? But I figured it out. I put together like a little pitch thing saying like, here's exactly how I would spend it if you were to give me the money. And I was going to pay my musician friend like really well. And we were going to get a bunch of live musicians. And we were going to pay them really well too. I would get a decent amount of money to live off for a year. I was going to pay Kim. She was going to help do a bunch of art. Had it figured out, basically. It was all going to be good. And on top of that, my friend gave me the email for one of the people who runs the grant scheme, which is super, super helpful. So I emailed her and I was like, hey, here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to apply for this grant. Here's my current situation. And she said to me, you're probably not going to get the grant. She basically said, this grant scheme which I don't know if you can. Oh yeah, I can open it again, I think. Basically, it has to be, to apply for it, they wanted you to be a registered company in the UK with someone on payroll. And on top of that, I think it said preferences. We normally expect companies not to be recently established startup. And I don't own a company. So I had to create a company for this grant to apply for it. And I got my company, and I said to the lady, I was like, here's what I think. She was like, look, realistically, you've just set up your company. You don't have any employees. You're just a guy who has a company and a game. So she was like, I'm just going to give you low expectations. You're probably not going to get this grant. However, there is another grant scheme that is happening in January, which is designed for much smaller projects, like more startups, people who are new to business or maybe don't have like a fully fledged company or a huge game prototype. She was like, realistically, you stand a much better chance of getting one of these grants. So still apply for this one. You never know, you might get this grant. It could happen. Just don't expect it to happen. But if you don't get it, apply for the one in January, and it'll be a good experience applying for this one, so that when January comes, be a bit more prepared. Did you know that Steam have their own version of Wrapped? I saw that, Kiwi, actually. I need to look into that, see what my games are. I don't really, to be fair, I don't really play a lot of games, so it'll probably be kind of weird. Yeah, that's cool. That sounds cool. Right, Diamond? It's honestly, I was like, this is really cool. Like, I have a very small chance of being able to get £50,000 to work on my game. But if not, she was saying the next grant, I could still get £35,000, which is more than enough money. Way more than enough money for me to hire a bunch of musicians, do a bunch of stuff, pay myself to work on the game. It would be great. I wonder if they have something similar in the US. Diamond, it wouldn't surprise me, honestly. Once you look into it, there are actually a bunch of ways to get game projects funded, if you know how. I know that if you use, I don't know if Unity has one, but I know if you use Unreal, like Unreal actually have their own one. Whoops. Yeah, the Epic Mega Grant. Basically, you just say to Unreal, like, hey, I want some money to work on my game. Obviously, give them, like, a bit more specific. Give them a bit more specifics. But you can get a bunch of money from Unreal. There's probably government schemes in America that do it. I don't know 100%, but it wouldn't surprise me. So, the deadline for applying for this grant was the 16th. So, I had my company. I put together a pitch document. I also put together a cost breakdown sheet of how I was going to spend all of the money. So, I was feeling pretty good, pretty prepared. I sent an email. Or no, I applied on the website thing saying, hey, here's how much money I would like. Here's Bug Ball's Steam page. It's a game. Have a YouTube channel showing it. We do regular playtests as well. Everyone who playtests it seems to enjoy the game. And I got a response 2 days later. And the guy said no, basically. He's like, you're not a good fit for this grant. So, yeah. That's why I haven't been streaming, because I was working on it and then I didn't get the grant anyway. But the most important part of all of this is because I have already done this application in December, when January comes around, I can basically just use the same application for that grant in January, which is pretty nice. Also, another piece of information that's very, very good about this is when I applied, the rejection email that I got saying, "Hey, bless you, we're not going to give you the money. We don't think you're the right fit." Bless you. The guy said, "Did you wanna talk about your application on a call?" So tomorrow, in the morning, I am going to be on call with the guy who looks at all of the different people's applications. So next time, hopefully, I can use a bunch of tips he'll give me tomorrow to make my application even better, so that when January comes around, I get it. I secure the funding, full-time Bug Ball, bunch of musicians, bunch of music, sound effects, everything. That's the plan. So we'll see how tomorrow morning goes, basically. But I'm assuming that he wouldn't have offered to call me if he didn't think that there was, like, potential for me to get another grant. Either that or he was just trying to be nice. We'll see. But that's basically the gist of what's been happening over like the last 2 weeks. Yeah. Thanks for coming to the story time. So fingers crossed the next grant I do actually get. We'll see. Hopefully all of that time won't be wasted. But the nice thing is it means that in January, hopefully I won't have to take a huge break from streaming to work on another application. Which should be nice. Should be good. It was 15 minutes on your previous stream, Kiwi. Let me have a look at how to do this AI stuff then. Sounds very cool. I sense a success story coming. We'll see. We'll see, Diamond. I hope so. I mean, it would be very nice. I'm not. I don't want to get too excited, because if I don't get it, and I get like really hyped up about the fact that I can like quit my job to work on my game full time, and I'm gonna have a bunch of like really cool music made for me and all that sort of stuff. I think if I get really excited about that and it doesn't happen, I would just be crushed. So, low expectations. But I'm gonna put in a lot of work. Like I made a full on. Let's see. Like I made a full on pitch document here. Being like, here's Bug Ball. Here's like the inspirations, the demo, how I was gonna budget it, all of that sort of stuff. Even did sales projections. Like, I put a lot of work into this. I had another Excel document that was like a full-on spreadsheet of like how I was going to spend all the money, what everything would cost. So I'm hoping that they see all of the work and they go, cool, he actually cares about the project, he's putting in a good amount of work, we feel like we want to give him some money. That's the plan. But we'll see. But my animation, I barely worked on it Saturday, almost nothing Sunday, 13 minutes, Monday 50 minutes, and yesterday 37 minutes. Reason, my head had been hurting recently when I make specific poses. Oh shit, kid, that's not great. It's not great at all. Document looks nice. Cheers. Cheers, Diamond. Yeah, I put a lot of work into it. To be honest, I really hate doing that sort of stuff. I just like making the game. That's all I really want to do. I enjoy streaming. That's like one thing outside of game development I actually like really enjoy. But in terms of everything else outside of game development, like I don't really enjoy making YouTube videos. I don't enjoy doing like this businessy stuff. and like writing documents, sending emails to people. It's all very daunting, honestly. It's very scary. But it's done, which is nice. It means I don't have to worry as much, unless I speak to the guy tomorrow, and he basically says, "Hey, this was awful. This is why you didn't get the grant." But we'll see. We'll have to see. Okay, Kiwi, you're saying that it was at 15 minutes. Is when we're talking about the AI. 1 day off a week. That must be a lot for school. That must be. Okay, here we are. Track game. Damn. Maybe this could be my next game. Instead of Bug Ball, it would be Bug Chef. Bug Chef? That's the dumbest idea I've ever heard. Used that rhymes with ball, or that begins with the letter B.
Board?
Bug board. Bug bowl. And then the whole thing is about bugs mixing a giant bowl. Okay, bye-bye. Goodbye, Axo. Have a wonderful night. Good. The strat would be to have a YouTube channel that can generate income while your game is being made. However, I agree, making videos is boring, also very time-consuming. Yeah, right, Diamond? Honestly, I don't 100% know how I want to do it. If I could do anything, it would just be like, just stream while I make the game, because I'm pretty happy to stream, and I know that back when I did stream on Twitch, like a few years back, at my peak Twitch viewership, which wasn't an awful lot, I was able to make about like £80 a month, and I wasn't really going hard on like trying to make money. I also really wasn't going that hard on trying to grow my stream. So I think if I actually did those things, you know, I wouldn't be able to make a lot, but I think I would be able to make enough so I wouldn't have to work as much. And it's just as much time as I can get as possible working on Bug Ball is just all I want, really. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the whole, I mean, it would be cool to be able to just like live off YouTube. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't really want to be a YouTuber, you know? As much as I think YouTube is like really, really cool, and it offers me like basically so much free promotion as well. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to be making videos all the time. Unless they were very low effort ones, then maybe. Do you remember our agreement? If I learn 3D, then I will do help with the 3D models, probably ideas. Wait, this is for the cooking game, right, Kiwi? This isn't for actual Bug Ball. We can definitely do that. Borro reacting to memes. That's cool. Next time, send me this stream. Maybe I can react to myself reacting to a meme. Who knows, kid? Switching to part-time could be good if streaming does start making some money. Yeah, hopefully, Diamond. I mean, this year, up until very recently, basically up until I started streaming, I've only been working 20 hours a week, which is like really not a lot in the grand scheme of things. The only problem is that in terms of money, it's really hard to live off 20 hours a week, basically. Because you can't really go out, you can't really buy nice things. I mean, you can to a degree. You can maybe go out like once or twice a month, or buy like one nice thing a month. But it's just not easy to, like, you can't really save money. There's just a bunch of things that make it really difficult to live. And realistically, Bug Ball's going to take me a while, so I can't, I don't know if I can live like that for like 3 years, basically. That would be kind of insane. So I'm working a little bit more now. I'm not like fully full-time, which is why I'm able to stream a good amount and still do other stuff. But yeah, it's hard. Like, doing things you actually want to do. It's not amazing, you know? A little bit after 15, you said my next game. Oh, yeah. Kiwi, I think the, Overcooked in a van. That's what I want my next game to be. For sure, you gotta be budgeting with 20 hours. Yeah, no, it is crazy, honestly. I mean, I think, yeah, like, this year has been, like, very, very tight for money until the last couple months, and then I've been able to actually, like, do stuff, you know? Because I've got, like, 10 extra hours, which is, like, £300 or £400 extra a month, which is pretty nice, you know? Can actually go outside. Go for dates, you know? Buy nice food. Get a little bit in savings. By the way, I had a funny day on YouTube where I almost recommended the gameplay of Bug Snacks. Kid, you were saying you're gonna be getting bug related stuff all over the place. Even with 40 probably. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. Everything is so expensive nowadays. It's insane. If you want to, like, enjoy yourself, it's a lot, you know? At my one and only full-time job, I was doing 40 hours a week for 3 months. Cash was tight. I was trying to fund a business with that money. Not successful. Damn, Diamond. Yeah. No, let me think. Back when I was living by myself, I was working... is about 48 hours a week-ish. So I do 4 12-hour days in a row. And then I'd have 3 days off. And I was able to actually save a good amount, because where I was living was really, really cheap. But, man, it just kills you. Like, I don't know, like, trying to do that and have, like, any kind of life outside of it is so hard. Like, you're just so tired when you get home from work. Like, it's really hard to be healthy, because, like, all you want to do is just eat the quickest thing that you can get your hands on, which is normally, like, fast food or not healthy food. Like, you don't have the energy to exercise in your free time. You don't have the energy to like, work on the things that you care about. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's not good at all. How did the business end up going? Oh, not successful. Did the business end up falling through in the end? Because it's just like getting cash is just stupidly hard. By the way, what is a rabbit hole? So, Kiwi, a rabbit hole is kind of like an iceberg. So you have the top layer, and then the more you go down, the more information you find out about something, or the more you get invested in something. So kid might start off with Bug Snacks gameplay, then he might start getting recommended videos about dragonflies, then he might start getting recommended videos about other bugs, and soon his whole newsfeed will just be, whole YouTube homepage will just be bugs everywhere. By the way, how is that butterfly face is short? Which one? Oh, Kiwi, I haven't got around to it, honestly. It's, yeah. I've been very lazy. I've been too busy, unfortunately. Yeah. Are you going to see that comment? Let me try and find it. Let me try and find this comment, Kiwi. I'll mute it and then keep playing and just let the comments go. I'll put on 2 times speed as well. Business didn't really do as wanted. Still run it profitably, but it doesn't make a bunch. Almost at break-even point. Oh, nice. It was online retail. Oh, shit. That's really cool, man. Yeah, one of the other things I have thought about is, like, if I was able to sell some kind of merchandise type things for Bug Ball that aren't necessarily, like, just Bug Ball, that would be able to help me, like, sustain development a little bit, you know? Because I wouldn't want to sell Bug Ball stuff because, I don't know, there's still a chance that Bug Ball might never be released. And I don't want people to own merchandise for a game that doesn't even exist. That would be kind of shit. But I could definitely, like, make fun bug merch that isn't to do with Bug Ball whatsoever, but it's still kind of the bugs in Bug Ball. I think that might be a better option. Like, you can get a fun snail t-shirt or something, I don't know. Someone was saying about plushes. Honestly, I would love to do bug plushes. I think that would be super cute. On non-Bugsnax gameplay, I've seen the dragonfly. Does it have any? Kid, he was saying in the Discord that it has one. Kiwi sent you the photos. Did you finally check Brotato and Bugsnax? I've checked out. I've watched some gameplay for Bugsnax, but I've still not had a look at Brotato yet. Kiwi. I'm pretty sure it's on Xbox Game Pass though, so I might need to try it sometime soon. There's comments in shorts. Oh, I thought you said it was on the last stream. Yeah. Where are we? Where is it? I'm excited for you to give the AI abilities. Now imagine one Kiwi with butterfly boosted. 3 people versus 100 AI butterflies that can use the ability. The cooldown would be 30 to 50% slower. That would be crazy. Could you imagine? Kiwi, you just want to cause chaos. What about the legendary purple rolling bug muck? Yeah, that too. Like, I think there's a bunch of, like, just fun bug things. There's my comment. There it is. Neurons activated when you saw the dragonfly. Kid, you really love your dragonflies, huh? I really, really love them. But yeah, I think that might be a way to go, honestly. Because the current models in Bug Ball are not finalized, but once I have the final models, once I've actually made them, bug plushes, why not? I think that'd be really fun. Bug stickers, bug mug, maybe. I think a bug mug would be very hard to make, but it would be very cool. I don't actually know how I would even get that made, but I want one. Bug t-shirts, who knows? Who knows? The world would be my oyster. Really love them, but never saw them IRL. So sad, kid. One day, one day. Bug Ball Comics. Maybe Bug Ball Comics as well, Kiwi. So many options for just bug things. I mean, I would wear a bug t-shirt. I'd wear it on stream every day. Maybe we could make like a bug hat. That would be fun. I would actually, I would actually really love a hat. That would be not too hard too. Little embroidery on the top. A little snail. I think that'd be sick. Okay. We're gonna start setting up some AI is the plan. So, okay, let's get the player first. What we need is an AI. We've got a player AI script. I think we need a player AI ability. Yeah, I think that the nice thing with Bug Ball is that you can just like it doesn't have to be Bug Ball related. It could just be bug related stuff. Because everyone likes bugs, don't they? I hope so. Have a little butterfly t-shirt or a little dragonfly t-shirt. It'd be so fun. Okay. Also, just so everybody knows, if anybody wants to play Bug Ball today, I'm more than down to play a couple games. I think it'd be very fun. Someone say Dragonfly t-shirt? Maybe one day, kid. Who knows? I think that'd be fun. Whoa. Not serialized reference, serialized field. Private player. Player. Nice. Yeah, there's just a bunch of options, you know? So if player dot player control dot is player controlled return. Okay, so the first thing to do in terms of setting up the AI is to make sure that if it's player controlled, then it won't do anything. I feel like that's a nice starting point. So one of the things that I actually set up, which is pretty cool, is if I go over to the I think it should be, is it here? No, never mind. So for each ability, what I've done is I've categorized them, which is pretty handy. So some abilities count as a dash, some of them count as a tackle steroid. They each have like different things that kind of give you an indication of what the ability does. So if I go over here and go to, where is it? The abilities, you can see, so for the Woodlouse roll, the primary ability type is a dash, and the cast type is passive, and then the secondary ability type is a tackle, and the cast type is passive. So basically, got a bunch of these things which are very, very, very helpful. Actually, let me think. One shot is technically. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? So here are the different ability types. There are dashes, there are tackles, tackle steroids, tackle deflections, team buffs, projectiles, and barriers. And then the cast types are one shot, passive, and cancel. And on cancel, because some of the abilities you can cancel, I'm pretty sure. Whereas one of these is on cancel. I don't remember which one, which is a bit annoying. Might be a caterpillar. Nope. Oh, I don't remember. The question that is a bit annoying, is I can't decide whether to just program each ability use case individually or try to do them. No, I'm just going to do them individually. I think it'll be easier, honestly. I think it's way easier to do them individually. Even though it's kind of more work, it's not the end of the world. Cast weight. What does cast weight do? I don't think cast weight does anything. Cool. Player AI ability. So I think what I need to do is I need to create a script that is just how to use the ability. Or maybe I could do it inside of here. There's so many options. So many options. So difficult to decide. Because the problem is that there's so many abilities in the game that I don't want it to have to check through every single ability before it even does any logic, because that's like not ideal, because there's going to be like 50 different abilities, so to have to go for like 50 different checks is not amazing, really. Okay. Private, we'll call it AI ability. Abilities. Cool. So, the AI ability is going to have I think it should have mono behavior for the update. Public void update. Then it should also have a property saying, is it the active? Is it the active ability? So this will be a public pool is active ability. Lovely stuff. So if it's not the active ability, then return. Maybe I can switch this up actually. So we would want a initialize. Put that there. And then once it has been initialized, we would then say that AI abilities gonna be player dot player ability dot current ability, which is an integer. Perfect. Equals true. Oh, abilities dot is active ability equals true. Nice. So in the AI ability, we would then have another public method or private method even. Be private void check would we try to usability maybe? What would I call it? Check for ability or try to usability? But try use ability. Yeah, we'll do that. Actually, I think this needs to be public because I'm gonna do overrides. And then the other thing I need to do is if I can do it in here actually. If the player dot player ability dot is cooldown. Let's see. Oh, it's the equipped ability. Equipped ability dot what is it called? I don't remember. So we've got is ability on cooldown. Oh, okay. Well, so if the ability is on cooldown, then you just return as well. Oh, actually, no. That needs to be in here. Whoops. So I need a serialized field. Then it would be a private reference to the player. So if the player dot player ability dot equipped ability dot is ability on cooldown, then we would return. Otherwise, try to use the ability. Cool. Cool. I think that's looking okay. It's looking okay for now. And I think the first ability I want to do is the bee sting, because it's going to be the easiest one, basically. AI bee sting. I'll call it bee sting AI, actually. Actually, no. If I put it at the front, then it's easier to see them all. And then this would inherit from AI ability. Ditto! How's it going, man? Long time no see. How are you? How is life? What's been going on with you? It's been a hot minute. I'm just currently working on getting some abilities into the game in the form of AI using them, which would be pretty cool. Hi, hello, Ditto. How's your game looking? How is everything? It's been a minute. It has. It's been a hot bloody second. Yeah, sorry I went away. You missed the big story where I explained where I've been and all that sort of thing. But the basic rundown is I applied for a grant and I didn't get the grant. That's about it. But there's another grant that I'm going to apply for using the same thing. Using my same application in January. So hopefully I'll get that one instead, because it's meant to be a bit easier for me to get. But that's what I've been spending all my time doing. Writing up a grant application to not get it. Pretty much. Generally pretty good. What about you? I'm doing alright. Yeah. Doing okay. I'm a little tired today. But it's nice to be back streaming. It feels like it's been ages since I streamed. So it's good to be back. It's good to like get into the rhythm of doing things again, you know? Why is 3D CG animation more used than 2D? Do you want to know why, kid? It's because it's cheaper. That's the only reason. That's basically all there is to it. If they could animate 2D animation and makers and do it as cheaply as 3D, then I think they would. It happens. Yeah. Yeah, no, I was speaking to someone who like kind of runs the grant scheme, and they basically said you're probably not going to get it, but it's worth applying because you never know. But they also said it's good experience for when the next grant scheme comes along, so that you've done one before. So yeah, pretty nice. Hopefully, the next one, I'll be able to get some money. Who knows? I've got low expectations, but I'm gonna still like do a good amount of work for it, and hopefully, who knows? Maybe I'll get it. Maybe I won't. Cheaper, but 3D is more difficult and more expensive to do. I think in general, 3D can be done pretty cheaply, because here's the thing, right? With 3D, let's say, or sorry, let's say with 2D, right? I'll draw it out in Photoshop just so it's a bit easier. Actually, no, I can do it. I can show you an example here. So let's say that I was making a Bug Ball animated TV show, and I needed a shot of the crowd. So let's say, yeah, that's about TV dimensions. Let's say I'm like, cool, this is what the shot is going to look like on TV. It's going to look like this. And I would have to go through and I would draw like this whole thing. Be like, okay, I've got the barriers, got my snails, like all of this stuff. Like I've got the rocks, there's more snails over here, a snail there, all of this stuff, right? So I just spent ages drawing all of this. And then for my next shot, so I've drawn this, and then for my next shot, I want to have an angle where it's showing the crowd like this. So then I go into Photoshop. Ooh. And I draw the next shot. So we've got like the barrier like this. Got snails, they're all watching. Mushroom, rocks. All these snails doing their thing. So you've got your two shots. So you've got, it starts like this, and then the next shot is like this. And both of these shots are going to be animated. So the thing with 2D animation, right, is that you have to draw all of this, and then when you want to do another angle, you have to figure out how to draw it from the other angle. But with 3D, it's literally it's as simple as just moving the camera around like I'm doing right now in Unity. And another thing with 2D that is super helpful is, I know that these guys aren't like rigged properly, but let's say you wanted to animate a 3D character, you can fully rig them and then just animate them because they already exist. But with a 2D character, you have to draw every single frame that you're doing with it, which takes a lot longer than it does to just move things around. So basically, with 3D, you can just reuse a lot more. Like, you only need to draw the environment once, or you only need to model the environment once, and then you can get it from, like, a bunch of different angles. And you only need to model the characters once, and then you can just animate them. Whereas with 2D, you've got to do everything, too. You gotta just, like, redraw every single frame, which takes forever. It's really annoying. Again, what are you adding? Abilities for AI. Exactly. That's the plan, ditto. Abilities for AI. Once the models are done, you can basically reuse them. Very true, yeah. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. You can do that for 2D too. You can, but it's with 2D, you can only do that with rigged animation. If you want to do hand-drawn animation, like Disney style stuff, you have to draw every single frame. But if you want to do something more like Teen Titans Go, like with this, what they'll have is they'll have like 2D rigs of these characters that are basically the same as like a 3D character, so it's easier to move them around and stuff. But it's just cheaper to do it this way, basically. At the end of the day, the animation studios, as much as they make art, what is more important to them is making money. So they're going to do whatever will make them the most money. And what will make them the most money is having less animators work on something and less like skilled people work on something, and making stuff way faster, which 3D just kind of lets them do. Yeah, basically that's about it, fortunately. So how do I want to do this? Player. I mean, it's annoying because I wish there was more 2D animation. But at the same time, I understand why they do it. And I think it's very interesting if you look at places like Japan, where, like, for example, you have something like Miyazaki, who's still making 2D animation even now, and it's like super duper successful. But you have to remember also over there that the animators are not paid very well at all the majority of the time. Especially in like a lot of like specifically Asian countries, animators don't have a lot of like support for making sure that they get paid a fair wage. Whereas in more Western companies and countries, there's a lot of like protection for animators, which means that they are more likely to get paid a good amount for the work that they're doing. But it also means that the animation is way more expensive to make. So, I mean, if you like animation, then animators getting underpaid is kind of a good thing because you get to see more animation. But at the same time, everyone deserves to be paid a fair amount for their work. So, I still think overall that is the best approach for it. But there are still companies in like Western countries that are still making like 2D hand-drawn animation at like a very high level. Like if you look at what was it called? It was on Netflix. I know the obvious one. I mean, it's quite old now. It's like 2019. Is Klaus. Like this is 2D animated film. And it looks incredible. It's probably like one of the best 2D animated films that has come out in a long while, or at least one of the best looking. Bad a game. I haven't done any I haven't had any time for development. No, ditto. Is these pesky exams again? Also, I realised I won't be able to do everything alone. I need at least a good 3D artist. Ditto, do you want me to give you a little tip on how to find a 3D artist? Don't tell anybody this. It's very top secret. Do some game jams, basically. And when you do the game jams, specifically try and find 3D artists to do the game jams with, and then afterwards say to them, hey, I have this game that I've been working on. You wanna help me out a little bit? And chances are they probably will. I'm going now. I can't stay awake any longer. This was Dragonfly-tastic comeback stream. Bye everyone. Good luck on your game, Borro. Kid, have a wonderful night. Thanks for coming. I know things got a little bit slower, but I appreciate you sticking with me this entire time. It means a lot. Hope you have a wonderful night, and I will see you very soon. I'm planning to stream for the rest of the week, so hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Who knows? Yeah, Klaus actually looks incredible, right? I'm trying to think, like, there's Klaus, and then there's Scavenger's Reign is the other, like, 2D series that I watched recently, which was, like, I mean, obviously Klaus is a film, and this is, a TV series, but this looked very, very nice. Some of the animation was just, like, super cool, because it's all, like, very, very weird alien stuff. Maybe in the future I'll be a 3D artist? Get on it, Kiwi. Ditto needs help. He needs your help. You can't disappoint him. But other than that, I don't know if there are any other huge 2D films that came out. Let me see. 2D animated movies of 2024. There was like 3, apparently. Yikes. Okay, of the 2020s. Let's see. Oh. Mitchell and the Machines, that wasn't 2D. What's this? Flea? Oh, that looks interesting. Got a Demon Slayer movie. I mean, anime movies are pretty obvious ones. Oh, Wolfwalkers. This looks very cool. Kiwi, you need to get yourself a Blender installed, and then you can give Ditto a little hand. The biggest issue is time. Currently my biggest priority is, well, chemistry. I mean, that makes a lot of sense to do. At the end of the day, you've got to prioritize, like, doing your school stuff. Like, it's way more important. And then come back to game dev once you get a chance. Maybe I'll have a little time over Christmas. Who knows? Speaking of Blender, making my first Blender OBJs. Much easier than expected. Hell yeah, Diamond. Actually, I've been meaning to get really into Blender recently because I wanted to like redo a bunch of the, well, pretty much all of the characters in Bug Ball. And for that, I would want to be better at 3D modeling. So I bought a bunch of 3D modeling courses. So I was thinking of just working on those over like the Christmas holidays, maybe. Just absolutely blasting through them. Who knows? I'll be a Blender master by the end of the year, maybe. Yeah, no, Blender's, it's not too bad. Once you get used to it, I think it's very daunting because there's so many things on screen, isn't there? Gee, you've already got it installed, you're halfway there. You'll be doing it in no time. Yeah, the UI is just crazy. There's so much. There's like 10 different panels for doing things. It's like, come on. Really? Okay. So many options, you can't find anything. Literally, it's just, yeah. And then when something goes wrong, you're just like, what happened? How do I fix this? I don't know what I'm doing right now. Yeah, it's just not great, is it? It's just really not great. Okay, information move towards marking. Okay. The current state is equal to start marking that we need. No, right? Yeah, Diamond, it's yeah, it's a pain. It's really annoying because I'm watching, okay, I feel like there's two ways to learn things, right? There's either the way to learn things where you just learn what you need, but as soon as something goes wrong, you're just kind of fucked because your knowledge is really limited. And then the other way of learning things is you just learn everything, you know? You just like you go right from the beginning all the way until you like know absolutely everything. You feel really confident, but it's really, really slow. And with Blender, like all I really want to do is learn how to make some characters, rig them and animate them, and that's it. You know? But I feel like I should properly learn Blender, you know? I feel like I should learn about everything inside of Blender just because it will help, you know? It'll be useful. It might be useful later down the line. Who knows? Which is, it's so time consuming, you know? Like learning every single little thing. I don't want to have to do that. That's just annoying. So yeah, I'm always fighting that. I'm like, I could just do this the fast way. I could just look up a tutorial on how to model a character. But another part of me is like, I should really learn properly how to use everything in the software. Or like, all of the things that I might potentially need. Okay, trigger ability. Player AI dot. What's it? No, BM. Player ability dot. Equipped ability dot. Pass trigger. Beautiful. Equals. Actually, how does. Ability trigger. There we go. Yeah, that's kind of my problem right now. I don't know how to make complex shapes, so I'm loaded to blocky looking games right now. I mean, Diamond, you've seen the limits of what I am capable of here. That's not much better. It's really yeah, it's just hard. It's just hard to learn. Because even if you learn Blender, it doesn't mean that you're necessarily good at 3D modeling as well. So it's kind of like two skills in one. It's kind of like saying, "Oh, I'll just learn Photoshop and then I'll be able to draw." But it's not really how it works. as much as I wish that it was. Looks good at least. I mean, cheers. I'll take that if you say so. Okay, player AI ability. Initialize. AI ability is. Okay. If the AI ability is not equal to null, perfect. And then we just need the player's thingy to be initialized after the player's current ability. Let's see, what does that get set? Assign ability, perfect. I'm gonna assign it there. Yeah, so it's so frustrating because the more you learn about Blender as well, the deeper the rabbit hole goes. Because at first you're like, oh, I just learned modeling, and then you learn modeling, and your character and your thing that you've made, you can only make it one solid color, and then you're like, okay, let me learn texturing as well. So then the thing that you've made, you then texture it. Then you're like, okay, well, I can't move this thing now. So then you're like, okay, let me learn how to rig this thing. And it's like, it's just too much. It's just too much to learn. I don't really fancy learning it. But on top of that, like, once you've got it rigged, you then go to animate it. So let me learn how to animate. And then, by the end of all of this, you've got like 4 new skills. It's crazy. Okay, player ability. What should I have a reference to? Public AI ability. AI ability. So we go into here. Where is it? Oh, no, I've lost it. Player.ai ability.initialize. Is it? Don't remember. Do you prefer working as an artist or a programmer? That's a good question, Ditto. It really depends on the day, to be honest, because I like doing both. I think the main thing for me is more just, am I excited about the project? Because if it's a project I'm not excited about, then I don't enjoy either. I'd probably have to lean more towards programming at the moment. I used to just be a pure artist and not program whatsoever. But now, now that I've started programming, I really enjoy it. More than art, I would say. Yeah, just a little bit. But that's the nice thing about doing game dev, honestly, is that some days I don't feel like programming, but I do feel like doing art. And then some days I don't feel like doing art, but I do feel like doing programming. So really, just whatever I feel like doing on a day, I can just kind of do, which is just super nice, because it, you know, I feel like we naturally just need breaks from doing things, right? So to be able to have that is quite nice. Okay. So, is active ability. Where does this get set? Player AI ability. Oh, it's player AI ability that I need to have here. Ah, no, don't print anything. Beautiful. How about you, Disso? What's your favorite thing? Is it programming? Because I would assume that it's programming for you. Player AI ability dot initialize. Beautiful. Okay. Let's see if this works. I don't think it will, for whatever reason, but we can hope. Okay, so we got player, the AI. What AI abilities? Of course, I ain't no artist. Don't put yourself down, Ditto. I'm sure there's an artist inside of you somewhere. Ready to spread their wings. Paint the world with some incredible art. Okay, how many? It's 18. Cool. So we need 18. And what number is the B? The B is number 1. You wish you were an artist? You can, man. Honestly, I think a lot of people seem to have the belief that they can't do art, but I don't think that's true. I wouldn't say that I am like a naturally artistic person, but I learnt it through just bashing my head against a wall until I got good, basically. And it worked. Got there eventually. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is test 1 of the very first ability, which is going to be the bee. Okay, let's just make... No. Why is... That's not ideal. Why is this thing fucked up? Not really sure where the UI has disappeared to, but hey. Okay. Skip. Why is it broken? That's not brilliant. Player ability. Player AI ability dot initialize. Let's see. Do debug.log. Do that. And then debug.log the whole thing. See why it doesn't like it. Not really sure why everyone's spawned in as a snail either. That's not brilliant. Yeah, it's the same thing there that kind of broke it. Alright, let's just see what happens. Okay. What's going on there? Oh, it's doing it here. Assign ability. Initialize. So... Oh, I know what I didn't do. God, I forgot to assign something. It's because in here... the player AI ability doesn't exist. I'm kind of stuck anyway, talking about the game. I don't really know what to implement next. Ditto, do you know what you need to do? Get someone to have a look at it. Get someone to playtest your game. And then they'll be able to give you a little indicator of what to do. Even if you think, oh, it's super early. It doesn't matter. I mean, if you've seen like the Bug Bowl devlogs, like the first one, like the very first prototype was super duper rough. So I would not worry one bit about it and just get it in front of someone, and they can tell you if it's good or not, basically, and tell you what they think should be next. Then you can get the opinions of a few people and see how it goes. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Fuck, I forgot to change teams. God damn it. You can always make a devlog so I could see and come with 10 plus ideas. There you go. There you go, Ditto. If you make a devlog, Kiwi will design your whole game for you. These guys could be 3 Bs. And then let's see. So in theory, yes. See that? Oh, the bee is an idiot. That's really funny. Okay, well, that wasn't quite ideal. So basically, what was happening there is before before the bugs tackle, like before the AI tackles, what it does is it marks the player for a second, and when it marks them, it doesn't tackle. It just like stays by them and gets ready to tackle. But the thing is, I set it so that the bee would activate its sting when it starts marking someone. But the problem was that it would mark them, wait to tackle them, and by the time it had waited to tackle them, the sting would have run out, which isn't ideal. That's really dumb. This dot player dot AI dot current mark time is less than 0.5. The thing is, it isn't really playable. There is like no win condition or anything. Maybe I'll get someone to play test. See, I already have an idea for the game, but don't really know what thing I should code next. Weird, really. Oh, I get that, Ditto. I get that quite a lot working on my games, where you know all of the ideas that you could work on next, but you don't know which one to choose from. What you should do, hear me out here, is put a demo onto itch and then make it so that it's link only, so you can only people who send the link to will actually be able to access it. I played a demo for a game like that recently, and it was really, really basic, like super duper bare bones. But because they were only getting people to play it who they knew would understand that, it kind of worked out. Because no one was going to be like, oh, this game sucks, it's not even finished. Because that's kind of the point, that it's not finished. Okay, I need to see. So, current mark time, the mark time goes down. Yeah, okay, cool. Driver floats. Mark time delay. That's what we call it. Yeah, I mean this guy's demo was it was super basic. Like it didn't have a win condition. 2 of the levels like just broke the entire game. Like it would just like blue screen basically in the game. But it was still interesting to see, you know? I'm still able to give him some feedback on it and that sort of thing. I just remember that at Scout Cab we were planning to do Hear Me Out cake. And we would use a piece of apple pie that I bought. I'm gonna make cake out of apple pie. That sounds crazy, Kiwi. How would that even work? I think actually, if I just do this. Hey, showing some code. Did you know what Hear Me Out? What is Hear Me Out cake? No, I've never heard of it, Kiwi. I thought you were just saying hear you out on the idea. Okay, so we need to set the delay to be about half a second, I think. Let's see how this looks. Maybe I will post it on itch link only and get people to play test. Do it, Ditto. Do it. It'll change your whole freaking life. I mean, it might not change your life, but it might be helpful for you. You never know, because at the end of the day, like you might think that something is fun, and then until you get other people to play it, you don't really know. But just maybe, that's fair enough, man. Don't worry, I'm not expecting you to, so there's no pressure whatsoever. Come on, use it. Hey! It did it! The bee used the sting. Okay, I need to shorten the delay, because it's way too long. If the current mark time is less than 0.5, I think I'll do debug.log. This dot. This dot player.current mark time. Dot player ability.current mark time. Google it and read again your messages. Okay. What was it called, Kiwi? Let me see. Hear Me Out cake. What is Hear Me Out cake? Hear Me Out cake is, in this case, is the person's weird celebrity or character crush. The trend is a group of friends sharing their most unhinged or niche crushes by adding their picture to a cake. So now, that's what you're gonna do with your apple pie. Wow, Kiwi. Incredible. Who are you putting on there then? Who's your celebrity crush? Now, however, I have to go. You know I need to get some sleep before school. No worries, Ditto. Get your sleeps in. I'll see you soon, hopefully. Have a good sleep. Thanks for coming. And I'm back to streaming regularly now, so hopefully I'll catch you soon. Okay. Oh no, I forgot to put bees on the team. That's not ideal. I can't test the bees' ability if there's no bees. Tomorrow? Alright, see ya. Tomorrow. I'll be here. You best believe it. Yeah, Wednesday to Saturday, we're back. Back on the streaming and bug ball grind. So we're getting abilities in. Gonna do a bunch of cool shit. Gonna be playing games with people. It'll be good. Be a good time. Okay, so these are all 0. And it does go down. Okay, that's good. I think I'm going to set it to maybe like 0.2 or something. What's 0.5 a good amount? We'll go 0.35. Like the nice thing about doing it this way is it lets me add in the abilities from easiest to hardest, which is super handy. Yeah, let's see how quick they use their ability. Okay, that seems alright. Yeah, I think that seems good for the bee. Cool. We'll take that. We'll definitely take that. That's one ability down. Pretty nice. Only, what, 19 more, 18 more to go? Pretty great. Pretty great. Whoa. Alright. What's the next ability gonna be? I think... Let me see. Maybe I'll just do them in order. That seems like the easiest way to do it. Abilities. So the woodlouse is... Oh god. Oh, it's going really slow. Oh man. Create. Nope, C# script. None. I'm erase, but there can also be characters from games, movies, etc. And they need to be weird So discuss from inside out. It not a hear me out, but Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc. Is a hear me out. Okay. Okay, I think I'm starting to understand now. Kiwi. Hear me out on Mike Wazowski. Wow, that's that sure is something. It's a hard one to justify, the Mike Wazowski. I understand now. Hello, Safe. Welcome in. So I found out the most efficient way to terraform Mars. That sounds like some very useful information. Safe. Are you gonna go terraform Mars this evening? Is that your plan? So we want to do this dot equals 0. And the other check could be if the current state player dot move towards ball. In one Hear Me Out Cake video, some poor person who participated's dad. Oh god. Oh no, Kiwi. Not the dad. Why the dad? Where AI dot let's see, what do we want? Get distance to target. Perfect. Okay, so for the woodlouse, at the moment, I'm not going to add in the cancelling, but actually I might. No, I won't add in the cancelling tonight. But I will add in the rolling at least. So it'll roll to tackle people, and it'll roll to get to places faster, basically. It'll roll to get towards the ball faster. Private. Shit. Return. Actually, well, I can do this in a thingy. Beautiful. Let me just call up player AI. Player AI. Lovely stuff. Alright, let's have a look. What am I looking at here, Kiwi? Oh no.
My last hear me out.
Oh, that's predictable. Is it? That's not a hear me out. She's literally naked. That's Twilight Sparkle.
Oh god.
Pony, yours is a fish. It's a crab fish. It's a crab fish.
Why is it all just Alvin and the Chipmunks? Okay, I get what this is.
My name's Dory. I'm gonna go first.
And my name's Kenny.
Nobody asked.
welcome to
Poor
our
Kenny.
hear me out cake. You can go first. What?
The number 8. He knows what it's doing.
What?
Mean.
He knows.
Oh my god. That's quite good to be fair, Kiwi. I had no idea what to expect going into that. But that was quite good. You impressed me with your TikTok memes. So the idea was colonize the moon for materials and resources, and then send moss to Mars. Send 2 rovers and a small factory, 2 tons of metal dust. All I need to colonize the moon, to colonize Mars even. Want me to explain it? It may take a couple lifetimes, but that's all you need. All it would cost is 200 million. Wow, safe. It sounds like you're ready to go, mate. How's your rocket looking? Have you got one on the go? Got one already made? I did see something I thought was interesting about how you could do something with like the moon or Mars, and basically like the whole thing with those planets, sorry, not countries, is they don't have an atmosphere. So the way to you basically need to give them an atmosphere. Which I think they were saying that you just need to pump a fuck ton of carbon dioxide there. And that would, or was it, no, I don't know. I don't fully know. But you need to create an ozone layer, basically. To make it actually livable. What I want to say, see what you need to do. You're a normie. Elon could colonize the moon. I mean, I think if he could colonize the moon, he would have colonized the moon already, to be honest with you. There is atmosphere on Mars. I'm assuming it's not a breathable atmosphere, though. I'm assuming that no one can... Yeah, it's not human habitable. A real moss can do it. If you say so, man. I don't know, what's the moss gonna breathe? Because, moss, respires as well, doesn't it? This dot player AI dot current target is greater than private float ball distance threshold. Is inaccessible? Nah, what do you mean? Oh, it's because I forgot to save that. Beautiful. There is a little carbon on. I've safe. You need to stop sending a million messages. Just send like one message. It's really hard for me to read them otherwise, and I just get lost. Just put it in a huge jar with a lot of oxygen. Small holes, so oxygen could fly through the holes. But not out of it. Whoa, Kiwi, you got it. Yeah, so I can't like trying to interpret your bajillion messages. I just kind of lose track, mate. Mars has some water when the poles melt a bit. Where have you got this idea that you really want to colonize Mars from, Safe? I don't know, but you can colonize planets in Spore. There you go, that's all you need. If you can do it in Spore, then why can't you do it in real life? Just the exact same way. Okay, so we want the mark time to delay to be about 0.5 and the ball distance threshold to be, I just set it as 2 for now. Okay, let's test the bloody woodlouse ability. Shall we? By the way, Spore is a game about evolution. I know what Spore is, Kiwi. Don't you worry. I think Spore looks awesome. I never really got into it. I watched a bunch of playthroughs for it because it just seems really fun. But I don't know how I never got into it, honestly. Okay. AI woodlouse roll. Lovely stuff. No, I never played it, unfortunately. Alright, I'll summarize it. Little messages. So you take moss, send it near the poles or something on Mars, so a robot will melt the poles. And a little water from the moss will collect. And a little water moss will collect water to clean solar panels, you think? Okay, but, Safe, hear me out here. How does the moss breathe? Because moss needs to be able to breathe. Like all plants, they breathe. So if the moss is on Mars, what's it going to breathe? You get what I'm saying? Okay, let's have a look at this. Boomer, welcome in. It's fun. I remember how happy I was when I discovered that you have 2 DLCs. Oh damn, Kiwi. Okay, let's see. Hey, it worked. Nice. Oh god. So the other thing it should do is if the ball is really far away, it should just start rolling towards it. No, it didn't do it. God damn it. Okay, this. Nope. Yeah. So now for the rover 2, what you need to do is make a second robot that spots infected or dead moss and takes it to the factory where it is cremated, where the water goes down as Mars is 80 or minus 80 or so. Keep it in the jars, you reckon? The jars full of oxygen. The water goes down the gases, so you go for the moss to breathe the CO2, and it becomes better with time. It will cover more of the factory, where the bad moss or dead moss is cremated, and the second rover collects it. Interesting. Very interesting. How do you prevent the moss from actually dying though? Because it's very easy to kill moss. Because all it takes is for like a very small contamination in the water, and then the moss will die. So you're gonna need a third rover to make sure that the quality of the water is maintained, to make sure there's no toxins in it. You don't want to ruin your moss culture, you know. Oh, that's why I forgot to do this. Not staying long. Hope everyone is doing well. We're not doing well. I hope you're doing well as well, Boomer. I'm not going to be staying long either. I'm going to end up very, very soon. One of the DLCs from Sport adds things to make a creature scary or cute. And the other one adds a special mission with a story. Oh, really? Kiwi, I saw a video. There's a devlog of some guy who made his own version of Spore and made it online too. Which sounds crazy. I kind of want to play it. 2 tons of metal dust is enough to warm the earth level while keeping the moss safe. So if we do that... I don't know, safe. It sounds... You pitched it to me as being very easy. But it's sounding quite difficult, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna test this, and then if it works, gonna call it a night, I think. Oh shit, I was on the wrong team. Yay. Skip that. Oh, he's already started rolling. Hey, oh, that's pretty nice. Okay, I just need to make sure that the abilities can't trigger before the match has actually started. So that creates a place where the moss can spread and the moss can breathe. It's very hard. It can survive months with no water. It can last months, which is time for summer. It can survive toxins as it is. It can survive toxins. I don't know. I've heard that moss is very easy to kill. The most resilient moss on Earth can survive Mars and is the easiest method turning Mars into Earth. And yeah, there will be mostly moss in around 4 lifetimes, but noticeable changes at 1. Crazy safe. Just gotta start building a rocket, mate. Who knows? Maybe you'll have a fun moss-covered planet by the time you're dead. Who knows? Okay, well, I think with this, I am probably gonna call it a day. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I want to say assign ability, cast ability trigger. Player controller is disabled. Not fully sure how this works. Alex, hello. You've joined me just in time for me to basically end up, unfortunately. Yeah, sorry. Hope you're doing good though. I'm gonna like test one little thing and then I'll probably head off. Let's see. Player control is disabled. Player AI ability. Nope, that's not the one. Okay, if player dots player control dot is disabled, then we also would like to return. Good night. Have a wonderful night, Diamond. I am about to head off after I test if this works. And if it doesn't work, I'll probably fix it off stream. The most strong special moss. That's why I believe it will be very strong. Seaman, it will be automated. It doesn't need to be very. So yeah, then we'll send gigantic magnets just to move it around to collect metal dust before we do something to warm it up. Keep it able for us to breathe. So yeah, that's my guide on how to colonize Mars. Well, Borro, it's been an awesome stream. So you've been here for like 2 seconds, mate. Okay, let me test this, and then I'm calling it a day. Hope you find my advice useful. It was incredibly useful. Thank you, C. I would be lost without it. There we are. Okay. Hey, it worked. Nice. Beautiful. Lovely stuff. Alright, everybody. This is going to be me. But it's practically automated if you can manage to bring everything there. It sounds like a good plan, Safe. I'm sold. I'll invest in your little Mars colonization mission. Amir, hey bro, what did you use to draw 2D and 3D art assets? So for 2D, I use Photoshop, and for 3D, I use Blender, Amir. Also, Amir, I'm heading off, mate. I know you've just joined the stream, but I'm just about to end. Very, very sorry about that. I hope I can catch you. Hope I can catch you again sometime. I'll be streaming again tomorrow if you do want to talk more about making art assets or anything game dev related. Are you bored as crap? Stream ended. Yeah, I'm sorry everybody. If you managed to meet Elon, pitch him the idea. Do it. Do it safe. No worries. Thank you for being understanding, Amir. Alright everybody, I hope you have a wonderful night. I will see you hopefully soon. I'll be streaming again tomorrow at a similar time. So hopefully I'll catch you then.